right. Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Rivercrest football on Rivercrest Athletics. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you'll be notified every time that we go live. We're about 8 minutes and 40 seconds away from kickoff here for this 4A conference matchup. We're live from Ware Schoonover Stadium in Pocahontas, Arkansas, as your Colts get ready to battle the always tough Pocahontas Redskins in 4A3 conference action. The Colts dropped to 1-2 overall on the season after coming up short against 5A Valley View 2 weeks ago, 37-34 at home. The Colts come in averaging just over 38 points a contest. Early on, Rivercrest has leaned on junior running back Kobe Turner, who has rushed for 382 yards and 6 touchdowns while averaging 9.1 yards a carry. Quarterback, wide receiver Michael Rayner, he'll be playing both of those spots. And wide receiver Jaden Stovall have put up some solid numbers as well. On defense, the Colts have been led by the Bull, linebacker Marcus Slayton. He has 38 tackles, 6 of those for a loss, and 1 interception in just 3 games. Phenomenal stats there on the defensive side for the linebacker.
Yeah.
Junior linebacker at that.
I don't know if schools are talking to him, but at least every Arkansas school that's in that Arkansas, Monticello, Harding, Henderson State mold,
yeah,
every one of those should be
Absolutely.
offering him right now.
Yeah. And then equally impressive, you have defensive tackle senior Trent Kimbrough, who has 32 tackles and 11 of those for loss.
Yeah, that's hard from the middle of that defensive line. You don't see a lot of tackles for loss coming from interior defensive linemen, so that's pretty impressive for Kimbrough.
I was telling one of the guys here in the press box, he might be the strongest guy on the field tonight.
Yeah, that's right.
Pocahontas have their hands full trying to keep Mr. Kimbrough out. Also, defensive end Wyatt Lancaster has 26 tackles, 7 of those for loss, 4 quarterback hurries, and 2 sacks.
I think what's amazing about Wyatt is we saw him last year just playing a little bit of a role here and there, had an injury. You were at that game, and
I was.
And he came in on his first full start and recorded 20 tackles.
Yeah.
pretty special night.
I believe that was at Highland, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
It was. And, man, he's been in the starting lineup ever since. That's smart coaching, right?
Yeah. They saw something in that young man. And,
absolutely.
We're glad they did. Pocahontas comes in 2-1 on the year after dispatching Brooklyn a couple weeks ago, 47-28. Like the Colts, the Redskins' only loss on the season came to a 5A team. Pocahontas lost a close one in Week 2 to Nettleton, 26-21. They're led by senior quarterback / defensive end number 4, Connor Baker. We're sick of hearing his name, aren't we?
Oh, man. That's what I told him earlier. I feel like Connor Baker's a COVID senior. It feels like his 6th year at Pocahontas, man. He's a great athlete.
And we'll be saying his name a lot tonight.
Yeah.
6 foot, 210-pound quarterback. He's the player that makes them go. Baker ran for over 2,200 yards and 42 touchdowns last season.
Yeah.
And he's one of the fastest and most powerful runners in the state.
It was impressive right here on this track. We got to see him go head-to-head with Michael Rayner and Jaden Stovall. And unfortunately, that young man won the battle between those. I mean, just can scoot. And at 210 pounds, that's a load coming at you. Just a great high school player.
That's tough to take down just one-on-one, but then when you throw in blockers in front of him, that makes it even more difficult. And the scary part about it is Baker has really improved his passing game this season. He's and he also has some good folks to throw the ball to, led by 6'3", 190-pound senior Harrison Carter. He'll be number 15. Number 3, Trip Risley, is also a major part of that receiving corps. And sophomore running back number 5, Reagan Womack, a 6'2", 220-pound, will flank Baker in the backfield.
That's a lot of size coming at you, Coach.
So you got 6 foot 210 and 6'2", 220 in their backfield.
That's a large high school backfield. That's a large college backfield.
Yeah. And wide receiver Grayson Maupin is a playmaker. He'll be wearing number 33. He does a great job of running the football as well. The Pocahontas defense was expected to be a strength after returning 9 of 11 starters, and they definitely have been so far this season. The Colts lead the series 11-3, And the Colts last year's matchup, 61-41.
Yeah.
That was a high-scoring game. It was close early on, and in the second half, the Colts were able to pull away to win by 20.
Yeah, that was really Connor Baker and Michael Rayner
Back
show
and
that
forth.
night. Those two on the night combined for 10 touchdowns in that game last year.
And of course, the last year the Colts relied a lot in the air. You know, we passed the ball a little bit more last season, and I'm anxious to see how well we come out tonight.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Harden over the last couple of weeks and just asked him. I said, Coach, does it feel like you haven't been able to fully realize the scheme that you want to run? And he said, absolutely. With Cavante being slowed down by an ankle injury for most of the year, it really takes a blow from that RPO offense we like to run, especially with a 10th grade quarterback. You'd like for him somebody has some escapability. That's why we've had to see Rayner play quite a bit. He's probably going to play some anyway at that position, but I did talk to him this week, and he said that Cavante is probably the closest he's been to 100% since before the season started.
So it looks like Pocahontas won the toss, but they deferred to the second half, so the Colts will start with the football. The last Pocahontas win against the Colts came right here at this stadium in 2007. It was a 47-17 win in 2007.
I remember Clerman Strickland, who's usually with us, he was helping me keep stats at that time, and I remember we ran into traffic and got to that game late, and I was never more thankful for being late to a game. It was a lopsided victory for Pocahontas.
Again, we appreciate you guys watching. They've set the clock. We're getting ready to start this game. The teams are about to take the field. Want to give a shout out to everyone who's watching, and we encourage you to like and share our YouTube page. It's a link on Facebook. You can like it there, share it from the school website. But again, we're missing our partner, Todd Vinson. He's recovering from surgery, and so hopefully he's going to try to be back in the pulpit, I think, this Sunday, and then hopefully in the next few weeks he can join the broadcast again.
He is. We've missed him. It's been fun to do this part of it, but we're 0-2 without him, so we need Ty back.
That's right. So Pocahontas just took the field. They had a big cheering section out there to run through, and Pocahontas will be wearing the red tops with white pants with red stripes, the white helmets with the red logo on it. It's going to be a battle of red and whites here tonight, as Rivercrest is the exact opposite. They have the white shirts, white tops rather, red helmets, and red pants, and white socks. So
it's just the opposite.
Just the exact opposite.
I'll tell you, Connor Baker, too, looking back last year, if you want to know how special a player he is, I know he ran for 1,400 yards as a 10th grader. Last year he ran for over 2,200 yards and 42 touchdowns. And so far, through 3 games this year, he has 501 yards and 7 touchdowns. So no sign that he's slowing down, Coach.
Yeah, that's true. So a lot of folks are saying this is the key matchup in the 4A, the 3-4A conference, and so this is game 1 of conference season.
Yeah, what an opener. Yeah, like we talked about earlier, you don't know what's going to happen through the season. You have an improved Blytheville team, an improved Gosnell squad, and Truman's always tough. And but I tell you, if anybody was going to circle a game in the 4A3 conference before the season started, it would be this one right here tonight.
And there's this is a big game because there's about 3 different groups here broadcasting this game tonight. So Pocahontas comes in. Their head coach is Charles Beatty. They have 53 players on their roster, 17 seniors, 15 juniors, 20 sophomores, and they also have a freshman on their team. The Colts come in there. Of course, they're led by Coach Johnny Fleming, and they have 44 players, 12 seniors, 20 juniors, and 12 sophomores. Getting ready to kick this one off. Again, Pocahontas won the toss, but they deferred to the second half, and they will get ready to kick off. Number 36, that's Marcus Streeper, senior kicker. And back deep for the Colts, Michael Rayner And it's going to be a high kick. There's a fair catch called for.
Whoa, my goodness.
And the ball is bobbled. They got it. And I believe it's going to be recovered by Pocahontas, number 40. Looks like 45. That's Ty Menard recovering that fumble. Not the greatest of starts for the Colts here. You definitely don't want to get this home crowd going 1 second into the game with a fumble on the kickoff.
Well, and I'll tell you, those high pop kicks, you don't want to catch it with your hands above your head either.
Right. So this high-powered Pocahontas offense will take the field behind their star quarterback, Connor Baker. He'll be wearing number 4, and he's in the backfield. He takes the first snap, and he's going to start right, cut back to the middle, and he's going to pick up about 7 yards on that play as he takes the ball down to the Rivercrest 30-yard line.
A little too much, Coach.
So not exactly how you want to start this game if you're a Rivercrest Colts
not
fan.
At all.
2nd down and 3 to go for this Redskin offense. They have the ball at the Rivercrest 30-yard line. 11:30 left in the first quarter. Again, Connor Baker, the quarterback. He takes the snap. He hands off this time to number 33. That's going to be Grayson Maupin, senior running back. And he's going to pick up the first down as he takes the ball inside the 30 to the 27-yard line.
I'll tell you, way too much space up there up front, Coach. That offensive line for Pocahontas does a good job, and right now we're just not stalemating or getting penetration.
Coach usually have a 3-man front. This time Baker's going to take it himself. He runs to the left side. He finds a hole there, and he takes it inside the 5 down to about the 2-yard line before he's finally brought down by a couple of Colt players.
Well, I know you can pick out holding on every play, but Quinshon Perry was trying to get there, and they had 2 guys holding his jersey on that call, but man, what a run by that young man.
1st and goal. This time Connor Baker's going to take it to the right side. He's hit pretty hard there by Marcus Slayton as Stovall had him wrapped up, as well as somebody else had his legs there, and Slayton come in and
it's like Slayton
finished him off.
Jaden Stovall.
Gain of about 1 on that play.
Yeah.
It'll bring up 2nd and go for the Redskins. 10:20 left to go here in the first quarter.
They're tough to stop in short yardage situations with that backfield.
Connor Baker again up the middle. This time he's going to dive over the goal line for the Pocahontas touchdown with 10:06 left to go in the first quarter. Again, this drive was set up by the fumble on the kickoff, opening kickoff.
Yeah. Team that's this good, Coach, you can't give them extra possessions, and that's something Coach Harden talked about with me this week, during the week, and we really haven't done a good job with that this year. We've had way too many turnovers, and these are good teams.
Extra point attempt is good by number 36, Marcus Streeper. So the lead now 7-0 for Pocahontas here early on in this contest. The scoreboard shows it's 4th quarter, but we just got started. It's first quarter.
Yeah, that'd be a quick game. It'd be hard to come back from that. So
let's see if we can take care of the ball here on this kickoff. The last kickoff to open the game was a sky-high kick. It only went about probably 20 or 30 yards off the tee, but the ball, he called for the fair catch, but just went right through his hands.
Yeah.
So let's try this again.
Got to secure that ball.
Marcus Streeper again on the kickoff he's their kicker, Pocahontas. Same kick. This time it's going to bounce right there in front. Rainer's going to pick it up and run to the left. He's got a hole there. He's still on his feet about the 45 midfield. He's going to be dropped at about the 48-yard line of Pocahontas. So nice little return there by Michael Rayner, the junior.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be a gain of about 24 in that return. It's a good return. Good field position. We just need to go down and Make it happen, Coach.
So last year we kind of had a back-and-forth battle. It was 61-41, Rivercrest win, and this one's setting up like it could be the same kind of game, back and forth.
Well, I hope so. That means we score pretty soon.
Kobe Turner is in motion there. The flag comes out. It's going to be false start penalty against Rivercrest. So 5-yard penalty. Michael Rayner is the quarterback this first series. So 1st and 15 now. There's Turner setting up beside Rayner. Rayner's going to keep it. He's going to travel out to the right. He's made a move there to avoid a tackle, and he's going to be upended after about a gain of 3 right at midfield. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 12 for the Colts. We're under 10 minutes now, 9 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Your Colts are down 7-0 as Pocahontas scored on their first possession. Michael Rayner at quarterback.
Well, he ran a long ways to get 3 yards, Coach.
He sure did. There's a snap. Handoff this time to Kobe Turner. He's taking it on the left side. He's got some room over there. He lowers his shoulder to get another 2 or 3 yards as he takes it down inside the 40 to about the 39-yard line. That's going to be close to a first down. He's going to be about probably 1.5 yards or 2 yards from the line of gain. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. Under 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Kobe Turner in motion. It's going to be a handoff this time to, and there's a flag. It's a handoff to Stovall. There's 2 flags that come out as he
I believe it's going to be a holding.
Ran the ball here to the right side. I believe the referees both saw the same thing as the flags came out at about the same time in the same location. Holding against the offense. It's going to back them up 10 yards from that spot. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 13 now.
Boy, I'll tell you, we talk about that TPS report, and so far we've had a turnover, and it was on special teams, and then we've had 2 penalties on this first drive. So not a great start, Coach.
I tell you what, you don't want to be going backwards against this Pocahontas team.
No, they just make you earn so much as a defense.
Cavante Washington in
well,
at
he laid it out there.
He laid it out there, but Rayner was overthrown there a little bit. He had a lot of pressure coming from that interior. His number 77, Caleb Bettis, was all over Cavante on that play. So that'll bring up 4th and long, and we'll see Wyatt Lancaster, I believe, in to punt.
Well, it was a good look, and he was definitely open. It's not often you can out-throw Michael Rayner down the sideline, so good display of arm, but not when we needed it.
Right. So 8:23 left to go in the first quarter. Colts down 7-0. There's the first punt of the game by Lancaster. Good bounce for the Colts as it's going to fall inside the 20 down to about the 16-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 17-yard line. So the Redskins will take over with 8:16 left to go in the first quarter. They're up 7-0, and they'll have the ball at their own 17-yard line, courtesy of the Lancaster punt.
Well, they had a lot of pressure up the middle on that, and just about got to that punt. Wyatt did a good job of getting that kick off.
Let's see if the defense can hold here. There's a run by number 30. That's 33, Grayson Moppin. Kobe Turner on the tackle.
That was a good open field tackle right there.
Gain of about 2 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8. The ball is at the 19-yard line. We're under 8 minutes now here in the first quarter. Connor Baker, again, the quarterback for Pocahontas. He takes the snap. He's going to keep it this time. He's running up the middle. He's grabbed there by Trent Kimbrough and spins him around a few times before finally bringing him down, thanks to some help from Kavion, and I believe Kobe was also in there, Kobe Turner.
Yeah. I tell you, he grabbed him to throw him down and threw him the wrong way.
He threw him an extra couple yards. As a matter of fact, enough for the first down. So First and 10 now for the Redskins. 7:35 and counting here in the first quarter. There's a snap. Baker's going to keep it. He rolls to the left. He's going to be tackled this time by, I believe that's Lancaster over here.
It's like Wyatt wrapped him up, and Kobe Turner did a good job of cleaning it up.
So Lancaster on this end spot over here was able to contain Baker for just a couple yards there on that play. We're right at 7 minutes here in the first quarter. Second down and 7 now for the Redskins. This time he's going to hand the ball off to number 5, Reagan Womack. And he's met there. I know Marcus Slayton was in there, as well as
Kobe Turner.
No gain on that play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. And you have to expect Connor Baker to be running the ball right here.
Yeah, Reagan Womack's 6'2", 220, but Slayton's 230 and won that battle. So you got to square him up. He's a little easier to square up than Connor Baker is. Man, that kid is special.
There's a snap. Baker's to his right. He's looking down the field. There's the pass to a wide open number 15. That's Harrison Carter, the big 6'3" receiver. And he's going to have the first down as Kevin Morris tackles him out of bounds. It's going to be into Rivercrest territory at the 42-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Pocahontas.
Yeah, gain of 29 on that play.
That's the much improved passing game of Connor Baker that we talked about in the pregame. We knew he could run, and now he's passing the ball a little bit better. He rolls to his left this time. He's got pressure. He throws it up in the air.
Got a chance to
wide
pick this.
open.
Oh.
Number 15 again, Harrison Carter. He was backpedaling. If he was running toward the end zone, he might have caught that one. He was running backwards on the pass and just couldn't catch up with it.
Good job with the quarterback hurry with Kobe Turner on that play, but we had a chance to pick that ball off and just got turned around a little too early.
Well, the problem is for our defense, you're expecting Connor Baker. He's such a great runner. When he rolls out, you almost have to commit to come up.
You really do.
And you leave that receiver open. And this time Baker's going to be wrapped up by that interior defense and brought down as Trent Kimbrough's in there. And I believe Kobe Turner was also there as well. Kobe Turner's having a great game. T.J. Scott was also there in the area. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 now. There's no gain on that play for the Redskins. Connor Baker, they had his number that time.
I'll tell you, you just about have to key on him and make somebody else beat you. But, man, he does such a good job running the ball. You're right. It makes the passing game a little easier for him.
Out. There's pressure again. Nice job by Kobe Turner.
Caught it.
But the catch was made by number 22, Will Mason, senior receiver. And he's going to have another first down as the ball is going to be spotted at the 30-yard line.
Man.
Great pressure by Kobe Turner. Just not enough time there as he was able to get the ball off and connect with Will Mason. This time he's going to keep it. He's going to roll to his right. He's still on his feet. There's a flag. There's going to be a hold, I bet, on that play.
For sure.
And he's still going.
We're trying to get the ball, and we need to just really get him down.
Yeah. You could tell they were trying to strip it there.
Yeah.
But I believe it's going to be a hold on the offense.
It's in the place of a hold. It was called about that spot. I figure that's what's coming,
And that is the call.
I'll tell you, 2 times in a row we had a 3rd and 8 and a 3rd and 9 with pressure in his face, and they were able to convert. And so, man, such a threat to run. It does make it really hard.
I like the idea of putting pressure on him.
Yeah, me too.
Rather than laying back, because if you lay back, then you give him room to run.
Oh,
and he's such a powerful runner. So first and a long way to go. There's a pass by Baker out to the right side. He's going to be caught by, I believe that's number 3, Trip Risley.
Yeah.
And he was immediately grabbed and thrown down. Couldn't see who that was.
It was Austin Elrod. And Kevin Morris over there.
Nice job by those guys. It's going to bring up 2nd and 24 now for the Redskins. 4:40 left to go here in the first quarter. Colts down 7-0. Baker drops back to pass. Not a lot of pressure this time. He passes over the middle. There's 15, Harrison Carter again. And this time he's going to be close to the first down as he takes it down to the 22-yard line before Elrod was there to make the stop.
Yeah. Boy.
I'll tell you what, you had them 2nd and 24 right there, and now you're looking at a 3rd and 2. You've been nice to been able to keep them back a little bit further for a
It's
longer.
just hard to keep Connor Baker from getting 2 yards. It really is.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah, I thought we had him back here. That's really how most defensive have stopped him this year, is a penalty or something like that. Gets him in an obvious passing down, but, man, he's completing them.
Maybe we can get another penalty right here or a fumble. There's Connor Baker running to the right side. He's going to be met there at about the 10-yard line before he's finally brought down. Kevin Morris in on the tackle. So another first down. It'll be 1st and goal for Pocahontas with 3:40 left to go in the first quarter. They're up 7-0, and they're threatening to score here again.
Yeah, we haven't slowed them down good.
There's Baker. He's going to keep it, running right up the middle. He's avoiding a few tackles, and he drops inside the 5-yard line to about the 3-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and goal for the Redskins.
Well, their offensive line's doing a good job. He just took his time, picked his way through, and you can't arm tackle Connor Baker.
No. Baker again is going to keep it. Same play, right up the middle. This time he falls forward again for a 3-yard touchdown.
Wow.
And another 6 points on the board for Connor Baker and the Redskins. 3:01 left to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, not the start you want, for sure. I'll tell you, he's a special player, and we talked about it, but that offensive line does a really good job of creating holes. And right now, we're just not getting penetration.
There's a low snap. Marcus Streeper is able to go ahead and get it off and put it through for the extra point. So with 3:01 left to go in the first quarter, Pocahontas, the home team, on top 14-0. In other 4A conference action tonight, Highland is at Gosnell. Blyville is playing at Harrisburg. Truman is at Westside. So we'll try to keep up with those games a little bit. Gosnell leads that Highland series 12-5 since 2002.
Yeah.
Blyville and Harrisburg, this is the first time those two schools have ever played.
Oh, wow.
And Truman leads the series with Westside 14-6 since the 2001 season.
It's hard to believe any schools that are that close within an hour or hour and a half of each other have never played before. Gosnell's a much improved team this year.
Right.
They were young last year, didn't know what to expect. They returned almost everybody. Blyville's doing a good job this year. Conference got a lot tougher.
Marcus Slayton,
my goodness.
Bobbled that one, and let's see what happens. This time the Rivercrest players are saying they recovered it, and it looks like Slayton did come up with it. I tell you what, they're giving us fits with that kickoff as they're just kicking it straight up in the air, and we just got to do a better job of catching the football. Another scary moment there. So with 2:59 left to go in the first quarter, Rivercrest will take over again at their own 39-yard line.
Yeah, 38 and a half. I don't know where they marked it. Well, you really need to get something going here, Coach.
Cavante Washington is the quarterback. He hands it off to Kobe Turner, I believe, but he's going to be upheld back in the backfield for a loss.
Just nowhere to go. Never really had a chance, did he, Coach?
Number, I couldn't see what number that was on defense.
I couldn't either.
I think he said 17, Leland Newsom, but I mean not 17, Landon Gibson. Washington with a pass over to the left side of the field to Rayner. He caught that ball.
I have no idea how.
How he caught? I mean, it looked like it went through the defender's head.
Yeah, it did. I'm not sure.
Gain of about 8 on the play, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 with 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Great hands there by Mr. Rayner. And Cavante's going to keep it and roll to his left. And he's going to pick up the first down before stepping out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. They're going to mark him out at the 47. So first down for the Colts. Is that our first?
That's our first down.
I don't remember saying anything about a first down before.
Kobe did start off with a 10-yard run that last time, but we started off with a penalty. Made it 1st and 15.
Okay. So 1st and 10 for the Colts. Hand off to Kobe Turner. He shifts his feet there a little bit, but the defense was able to stop him for maybe a gain of a yard or half a yard. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 45-yard line, so it'll be a 1-yard gain. Bring up 2nd down. 1:18 and counting here in the first quarter. Rivercrest down 14-0 here early on. We need to move the football here, put it in the end zone. Washington back to pass. He throws it over to the left side. There's Rayner. There's going to be a flag. There has to be a flag. Yeah, there we go. Rayner went to jump up to try to catch it, and the defender just shoulder bumped him.
He was there a good 3 seconds early. Made it easy on the official.
I really think the way this game has started, our best option right now is to put the ball in the air.
Yeah. I'll tell you,
maybe their weak spot, but
they're such a solid defense where they make you really earn every yard. And really, when I watched game film, the teams that did score on made big plays. Usually when you had to sustain a drive, it was either penalties or turnovers that ruined it for the other team. So they do a good job of just kind of trying to keep everything in front of them.
So 1st and 10 for the Colts at the 30-yard line. 1 minute left to go here in the first quarter. Rayner, that's Washington. Rather, he's keeping a nice job. Good read by the sophomore quarterback, and he takes it down inside the 15-yard line to about the 12. So a great job by Cavante Washington on that. There is a player slow getting up for the Redskins. Looks like he's grabbing the wrist or something there as he comes off the field. I can't see the number. I want to say that's 15 maybe.
15.
That'd be Harrison Carter. That'd be a big injury there if he's hurt.
Boy, what a read by Cavante Washington, sophomore quarterback, because they keyed on
Marcus Slayton
Kobe
with the carry this time, and he's going to bull forward to the line of scrimmage probably. He never did go down, but actually going to mark him about a yard loss. And that is 15. That's Harrison Carter, the senior wide receiver defensive back, who's a big part of their offense.
Yes.
And it looks like his shoulder maybe. They're looking at his right shoulder over here on the bench.
Yeah, he's got 2 catches for 50 yards in the first quarter here, so that's a big playmaker for Pocahontas.
There's a handoff to Stovall, I believe. He's going to take it to the right side and fall forward to just about the 5-yard line. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 for the Colts. And I believe that's going to be the last play of the first quarter as the clock is running down. Again, Pocahontas jumped out early, 14-0 lead here in this first quarter, courtesy of Connor Baker and a few of his receivers. One of them just got hurt, number 15, Harrison Carter. He's the senior wide receiver, and he's over here being looked at on the Pocahontas sideline.
Yeah, we hope that young man's okay. I hate to see any player get injured. And I believe he's a senior too. So
he is, yeah. And 6'3", I believe.
Yeah, 6'3", 190.
Tough guy to guard out there on the outside. Some scores from conference play. Only one I see right now, Blyville's up 6-0 over Harrisburg in the first quarter.
Yeah, Blyville's improved a lot. Harrisburg is new to the 4A. They moved up from 3A to 4A this year. So it'll be tough sledding in the first year for Harrisburg. But
I think they picked up a win over Manila last week. Like
they
10-6 or something like that.
That's right.
They beat Palestine Wheatley the week before that, I think, pretty bad. But
yeah, I actually watched that game, and they returned a punt in the fourth quarter for a touchdown. Got it called back for a block in the back, and the next play threw a bomb to take the lead and win that game.
So a fresh 12 minutes on the board to start this second quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at a 3rd and 5 from the 3rd and 4 rather, from the 5-yard line. So they can pick up a first down here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like to do anything tricky, anything wide. I'm trying to get up the field. It's 4-down territory right here, especially on the road down 2 scores.
Cavante Washington at quarterback. There's going to be some movement up front.
That's going to help.
And looks like that's going to be against Pocahontas.
That's right.
So it'll be half the distance to the go. So that'll make it about a 3rd and 2 now on this next play.
Now you got 2 plays to pick up 2 yards.
Right.
We just don't want a bobbled snap or anything crazy. Keep it simple.
Kobe Turner in the backfield with Washington. There's Stovall in motion. He's going to take that, and he's going to have the first down, I believe, as he's going to fall out of bounds.
Right out the
about the 1-yard line. It's going to be real close to a first down. Let's see how they look at that.
Well, now he's marked it all the way back to the 2. So
the referee, the side judge over here, they're calling a timeout. I mean, the officials' timeout. I guess they're going to look at this.
From where they marked him down, I'm not sure. I thought he got it easy, and just not sure. Well, you can't take your time against this defense because not only are they solid, you still got guys like Connor Baker out there stretching out plays and making it tough. So,
he plays that defensive end spot. So
he does.
He's quick enough to force you back inside and keep you from going around the corner there. So they're going to measure this one with 11:41 left to go here in the first half.
Well, let's go.
So I think they're just basically moving the ball. This is going to be a big play, so I'm sure they're being cautious about this,
Yeah.
Kind of getting everything as accurate as they can on this.
It's a big play right here.
So 4th and inches for the Colts. Let's see if our offensive line can create some room.
Well, if you can get them to jump right here, you get the first down.
Right here. This is a big play, and the Colts are going to.
Yeah.
Coach Fleming's going to call a timeout.
Good timeout.
Talk things over here. This is a monster play here for the Rivercrest Colts as they're looking at a 4th and 1 from. I guess it's going to be close to the 1-yard line there. They can still get the first down and be inside the 1, I guess.
Man, we can't need more than 6 inches to get that first down. I'll tell you, it looked like they had 25 people stacked in the box on that play right there.
And we knew coming in that it was going to be the Connor Baker show, and he's proved that that's what they're about. And so he's scored twice, I believe, already here in this first half. Yeah,
I watched the Brooklyn game from last week. He ran for 167 yards and 4 touchdowns, and then threw for over 130 yards and 2 more touchdowns. So he accounted for 6 touchdowns, already had 2 touchdowns in the first quarter of this one. So we'd like to slow him down just a little bit, Coach.
Let's see if this offensive line can make some holes here. There's Kobe Turner, I believe.
Looks like he's going to get it.
And he's going to fall. Touchdown. Nice.
That's better than a first down.
Great job there by Kobe Turner. He's coming in the leading rusher for the Colts. And
I'll tell you,
he scores from about 2 yards out.
I like when we run the play where he gets to run behind Marcus Slayton, because Marcus Slayton took on 2 people and let him propel forward for that score. So that was big.
And speaking of Marcus Slayton, he's going to attempt the extra point here as, again, our kicker, Josh Johnson, is still out with a knee injury. And so there's the snap, the hold, the kick, and it is good.
That's good.
Nice job there by Marcus Slayton. So with 11:33, Pocahontas on top, 14-7 here in the first half. 11:33 left to go in the first half, and the Colts score for the first time, courtesy of, I'd say, a 2-yard run by Kobe Turner.
That's right. 14-7 looks a lot better than that 14-0 that was on the board, man. We've really had a chance to get them off the field a couple times. Connor Baker, credit Pocahontas for doing a good job of getting rid of the ball quick, because both times we had pressure on him. Just did a good job.
And we finally, we showed some signs of life right there.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of kickoffs where we went receiving the kickoff where we fumbled the ball. One of them we lost. The other one we were able to fall on, and that was on this series where we scored. So we just got to make sure we don't have any more miscues along the rest of this game, and I think we'll be fine.
That's right. Just need to settle down and play the game now.
Blytheville is up 14-0 now over Harrisburg. Harrisburg will be coming in to Rivercrest next week for homecoming.
Yeah, homecoming.
So if you are a alumni of the Rivercrest Colts, encourage you to come out to the game next week. There's the kickoff. There's a fumble on that, and it's picked up. And
wow, he's got room. Man.
And he picks it up and carries it out to about the 37-yard line.
Trip
Risley on the return. He fumbled it and then was able to pick it up, and by the time the defense got there, he found a little hole and picked up, 10, 15?
I think he ended up with an 18-yard return.
Yards?
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 now for the Redskins. The ball at the 36-yard line is where they marked it. 11:28 left to go in the first half. Again, the Colts down 14-7.
Well, it's always a tough game here. I remember a couple of years back winning a game here in overtime. So we've had some good ones on this field.
Connor Baker takes the snap. He's going to keep it, run straight up the middle. And Marcus Slayton there, I know, coming at the end there to wrap him up. Looks like that may be
Colton
75.
Ball
Colton Ball. Mm-hmm.
Looks like he went for a ride. Connor Baker just giving out free rides here. So
a gain of about 6 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 4. We're at 11 minutes left to go in the first half.
Up to 10 carries already for Connor Baker.
Incredible athlete.
Yeah.
Number 4 for this Redskin offense. 6 foot, 210-pound quarterback. There's going to be a handoff to, I believe that's
Grayson Maupin.
Number 33, Grayson Maupin. He's had a few carries tonight, and he's going to pick up a first down as he takes the ball to the 49-yard line of Pocahontas.
Maupin. Jaden Stovall did a good job of taking on the defensive end and forcing him back in, and we just had nobody fill that void, and just a little late getting to him. And he does a good job.
Right.
I mean, we talk about Connor Baker. I was really impressed watching game film of Grayson Maupin.
You know, they have a lot of seniors on this Pocahontas offense.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they remember the sting from last year's 20-point loss at Rivercrest, so they're probably here trying to make a statement tonight.
For sure.
Connor Baker on that carry. He's going to pick up about 5 yards. Bring up 2nd down and 5.
I think what's impressive about him, too, is for as much as he runs the ball, it never looks like he gets tired, and he really hasn't been injured in his career. So that's just a durable, strong, fast back. He definitely will have a chance to play somewhere.
2nd and 5 now. There's Baker. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it, and he's going to be met there by Marcus Slayton. I believe that was number 19.
Yep.
Jaden Stovall, who had touched him first there. It had the legs, and Slayton came in and finished it off. So a gain of about 1 on that play. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Redskins.
Well, he does a good job with his reads, too. He rides it in there a long time, and that's tough on your linebackers because you're thinking the other guy's getting the ball, and then, man.
They have another little quarterback on their junior high squad that reminds me a lot of Baker. That's number 5 this time. Reagan Womack on the carry. And he's going to be short of the first down, about 2 yards short. Let's see if they're going to go for it here, as they are at the 43-yard line of Rivercrest. It looks like there's no doubt they're going to go for it.
Yeah.
And you can almost bet that number 4 is going to be carrying the football.
Absolutely.
And just as we said, they're going to string him out, but he's still going to be able to pick up the first down as he takes it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Defense did a pretty decent job right there, just not good enough as Baker was able to sprint to the sideline for the first down.
Yeah, that's the thing about it. As strong as he is and powerful as he runs, he's the fastest guy on the field. And I thought we did do a good job of getting penetration up the middle, making him take it wide, making it a little harder on him. But, man, he just found a way.
And it doesn't seem like the man gets tired, does it?
No.
This time he's going to hand it off to number 5. Great job out there.
Oh, good job.
I believe that's Wyatt Lancaster, number 5. And it's going to be a tackle for loss for Wyatt.
Yeah.
He's one of the leading tacklers coming into this contest for the Colts, and that was a 4-yard loss for the Redskins. So they bring up second down and 14. The ball at the Colt 43-yard line. 7:50 left to go in the first half.
Wyatt Lancaster did a good job sitting in there and making Connor give that ball. And, man, I'll take Reagan Womack in a foot race over Connor Baker any day.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a snap. Baker's going to keep it. He's trying to find some room. Kind of cuts it. Oh, there's a flag. 2 flags out there. And it's probably in the holding area as well.
Should be a hold. Looks like the hold was on the wide receiver out there. We were trying to fight off of him. He had a hold of jersey.
You got to like that if you're a Rivercrest Colt, because they were already 4 yards in the hole.
Yeah.
Now you're going to back them up another 10, or actually a bit further than that, it looks like, because it's from the foul, right? It's from the spot.
Yeah. I think he was about at the same spot, so I think it is going to bring up a 2nd and 24.
So the ball's going to be at the Pocahontas 47-yard line now. Second down and 24, 7:20 and counting here in the first half. Colts down 14-7. There's a snap to Baker. He drops back. Looks like he's going to pass. Rolls out to his right.
Boy,
and he's going to keep it
for sure.
And the defense is going to
have
an opportunity, but they miss a couple of tackles there. About 4 people had a chance to bring him down, and he was able to just slide right past them.
Yeah. I mean, anybody else, that's a 10-yard loss. And
he's starting to get tired now. You can see him down there. He's squatting down looking for the next play. So with this big third down here, 3rd down and 18, Connor Baker's showing some signs of wear right there. He drops back. He's looking to pass. There's a pass over the middle. He has a receiver, but
good job.
There was Jacavion Williams there to defend the play and did a great job of avoiding the contact.
Yeah, we did. For as much as he's improved as a passer, we will take him throwing the ball over running it any play tonight. Yes. So that's really the key to stopping him, is getting them in those clear passing situations.
So this is number 36, Marcus Streeper, who is also the kicker. He's going to punt as well. He's standing at his own 38-yard line. There's a snap and the kick.
It's going to be a good one.
Nice kick. And
just get away from it.
Ball's going to bounce and roll about 4 yards before it's down at the 16-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Colts at their own 16 with 6:19 left to go here in the first half. The last possession, the Colts were able to march down the field put the ball in the end zone on a 2-yard Kobe Turner touchdown.
Yeah.
And Marcus Slayton extra point.
Well, that's what we needed. We needed a stop. If you can go down and put a drive together and score right here, I think we'll be fine.
There's the handoff to Kobe Turner.
Boy.
He's going to break a tackle and get outside to the left side before he's brought down by about 3 Redskins. Looks like number 45, Ty Menard, was in there.
Well, they had a chance to wrap him up in the backfield. Kobe's a strong runner. Boy, he did a good job of breaking that first tackle. Really broke a second tackle out here.
He did.
But Pocahontas does a good job of getting a lot of hats around the ball.
So to bring up 2nd down and 8 for Rivercrest. There's a handoff to Stovall. He's taking it to the right side. He's going to pick up another yard or 2 as he's going to be brought down at the 20-yard line. Ty Menard again on the tackle. I bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Colts.
Boy, just a solid defense. Solid defense.
They try to draw the defense off right there with the hard count.
Boy, they didn't have a guy right over the top of Michael Rayner out here at first. I would have liked to just checked out of that and got it to him.
Washington's rolling to the left. He's going to keep it, and he's going to be brought down at about the 25-yard line. It's going to be close to a first down. Let's see where they mark this. It's like the line of gain is just inside the 26-yard line. So it's going to be about a half a yard short, it looks like. They stopped the clock, 4:49 left to go in the first half.
Well,
referees are discussing it.
I'm not sure if you want to go for it. It looks like they threw a flag.
Okay. No flag. Okay.
Not sure if you want to go for it here or if you want to. I know we do it a lot where we bring that man in motion and hard count and try to draw on sides.
The guy with the down marker over there moved the
maybe
stick
asleep
back.
at the wheel. Yeah.
And he changed it to 3rd down as if it was a penalty, but the referee just waved it out. There he goes. He's going back now.
And should be 4th down.
Should be 4th down and just 6 inches maybe.
All your fans will be saying, man, go for it. Your players want to go for it. But against a team like this, if you don't get that first down, that's a very, very short field.
It sure is.
With a chance for them to go up 2 scores really close to halftime.
Coach Fleming was discussing with the referee the spot over here on the far side.
Yeah.
I'm sure if he had a red flag, he'd throw it out there right now and challenge that spot.
If he'd ask us, Coach, it was a first down.
It was a first down where I saw it.
It's a no-brainer.
I'm also wearing bifocals, so.
Me too. And I thought we might run that.
They tried to draw the defense off there. We may use a timeout right here. We have 2 timeouts left.
Just use it.
And Coach will call a timeout. That's 2nd of the half. 4:25 left to go here in the second quarter. 14-7, Pocahontas on top in this big 4A conference, 3-4A conference matchup.
Big matchup. It's been what we thought it would be so far. 1-score game right now. Really would like to see us move the ball a little easier right there. But I tell you, just credit that Redskin defense. They're just solid up front. They have a lot of size. A lot of guys that are over 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Just right around the linebacker, defensive ends, and that's a big front line. And so they don't make anything easy on you. They're very well coached. Coach Beatty does a good job for Pocahontas. And I'll tell you, everybody that I've contacted here when we were trying to get a spot for the to do the broadcast between Coach Beatty, assistant coach Cannon Davis, all those guys have been super nice, super helpful, shown a lot of hospitality to us, and we appreciate Pocahontas. A lot like us, a lot of tradition. They do things with class, and And their people support this program. The community supports this program. So
here we go.
It's good to see it.
Here we go. Big 4th and 1. There's a snap. It's going to be Kobe Turner taking the direct snap, and he's going to have the first down as he's going to be hit hard at about the 27-yard line. But he's going to have a first down for the Colts.
Got 2 yards.
So great play call there. Just a side note here, Harrison Carter, number 15, there's one of their star wide receivers, senior, was injured earlier. I noticed he has the shoulder pads off now, has the shoulder wrapped up, so we may not see him the rest of the game.
I hate to see that.
There's a handoff this time to Kobe Turner,
Man.
And he's brought down by number 21, Zane Prater, but not before he picks up another Colt first down. The ball spot at the 41-yard line with 4 minutes left to go here in the first half.
That Colt line did a good job. Finally got to see him spring one for an easy run.
It'll be Turner again on the carry, and he's finding some success over here on this left side of the line where Kimbrough and Colton Ball are over here. Gain of about 3 on the play. They'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, I would ask the coach if I could run behind Trent Kimbrough too. That seems like a good recipe for success.
There's Stovall in motion. And this time, that's Rayner, I believe, at quarterback, and he's going to keep it and fall forward for a gain of about 3 yards on the play. Looks like it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. 3:11 and counting here in the first half. The Colts have, it shows 2 timeouts left, but I think they only have 1 left.
I think we're down to 1. That's right.
There's a snap. Oh, there's some. Rayner is going to make something out of nothing.
I don't know how.
And there's going to be another holding penalty, I believe, right there. Rayner and the running back ran into each other. Kimbrough and
man, I don't know if they're going to call a hold. They may, but I tell you, it really should have been blocking below the waist. Their guy hit us from the outside and went down low on Kimbrough's knee.
Kimbrough and 78 Landon Gettings were tied up right there on that play. So the penalty against the Colts will back them up. It'll be a 3rd and 14 now with 2:51 and counting here in the first half.
Well, you had a 3rd and 4 and Rayner with a Houdini run and man just got called for holding again. Got to cut down on those penalties.
There's a snap. That's going to be Washington back there. He's going to have to scramble a little bit. He's going to be brought down. Looks like no gain on the play. It'll bring up 4th down and 14. A lot of pressure there, and he had to scramble forward. So 2:18 and counting now. It shows that Pocahontas still has all 3 timeouts. I'm not positive about that, but that's just what the board shows.
Yeah.
But it also shows we have 2, and I know we only have 1 timeout left.
I don't remember them calling a timeout. So they may have all 3.
So Connor Baker, the dangerous Connor Baker, back here set to receive this punt. And Wyatt Lancaster will be punting the ball when we come back from the timeout, as Pocahontas calls a timeout here with 2:03 left to go in the first half. Pocahontas on top 14-7 in this one. Just a few scores from around the conference. 34-0 Gosnell over Highland in the second quarter.
Wow.
And Blytheville on top of Harrisburg 22-0 in the second quarter at Harrisburg. I don't see a score yet on Truman and Westside. It's 14-7 here. Rivercrest has a couple of, Pocahontas has a couple of scores from their star quarterback, Connor Baker.
Yeah.
And Rivercrest has a 2-yard touchdown run by Kobe Turner and extra point by Marcus Slayton.
Boy, you don't want to give up a big return here, and if you can keep them out of the end zone before this half would be huge because they get the ball back after half.
They deferred the kickoff.
I mean, it's basically like they got the ball first with that turnover right off the bat, but
There's a slow snap. Wyatt Lancaster with a punt. Nice punt after he gets it off.
Good punt.
Ball is going to be caught by Baker there at about the 28-yard line.
There's
a block in the back right there. That'll be brought back.
Yeah, that was easy.
And Baker's going to be hit hard there by Michael Rayner. But that is going to be brought back. You hear the Boo Birds over here on the home side, but there was no way they're not calling that. That was an obvious block in the back right there.
Nah, that was a pretty easy call right there. He just squared him up in the back.
And they were the only two people in that area right there in the referee standing right there.
Yeah, so you couldn't hide it in the crowd. It was just those two in front of the official.
Every official out there could have thrown a flag on that one.
And he couldn't reach for his flag quick enough.
So that'll back them up a little bit after a great return there by Connor Baker. He did get hit pretty hard over here.
He did.
By Michael Rayner.
Well, I'm not sure the first guy ever tackles Connor Baker. Man, he does a good job of making people miss.
He caught that at about the 28, and he brought it down here to about the 41, 42 of Rivercrest. 1:49 left to go here in the first half. Colts down 14-7. Pocahontas with the football at their own 22-yard line after the penalty on the punt return. Connor Baker takes the snap. He throws to his right side over here to number 3. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds by Kevin Morris. Number 3, Trip Risley, the senior wide receiver. They have a lot of seniors on this offense.
Yeah, they do.
So gain of 8 on that play. 2nd down and 2 coming up for the Redskins. Again, the Redskins in the red tops, white helmets, white pants. Rivercrest in the red helmets, red pants, white tops.
He set it to run the clock, and the clock never.
There's Baker back to pass. He rose to his right. He's going to keep it now and run up the middle. And there's Stovall setting up to tackle him at about the 35-yard line. But not before he gets the Redskin first down. So they're going to stop the clock to move the chains, and then they're going to start it back up. 1:30 and counting here in the first half. Baker's just going to keep it and run it.
You can't do
tackle
that.
there in the backfield, and he's going to pick up another 10 yards after we couldn't wrap him up back there.
Man.
And Austin Elrod was able to bring him down at the Pocahontas 48-yard line for another first down.
That was almost a disaster.
Baker throws out to the right again to number 3, Trip Risley, and that's going to be another 6 or 7 yard gain for Pocahontas. They're going to call a timeout, I believe, right here.
They're moving the ball pretty easy. They've moved it quite a ways in just 38 seconds.
So 1 minute and 11 seconds left to go in the first half. 2nd down and 3 coming up for Pocahontas as they call their second timeout. It's been the Connor Baker show for Pocahontas as expected.
Yeah.
And they have a 7-point lead right now, 14-7, with just a little over a minute to go in the first half.
Well, we almost gave up a big chunk right up the middle. He did get 13 yards, but it almost was a disaster. Trying to cover a little more to the edges, keep them in bounds, but they've been able to get out of bounds twice after picking up 7 or 8 yards. So,
and we've had some folks that have gotten some hands on him, just not able to secure him and bring him down.
Yeah.
Very elusive runner there at that quarterback spot.
Yeah, they started back at the 22-yard line, and they've moved 33 yards in just 38 seconds. So we need to do a little better job of slowing that drive down.
There's a snap to Baker. He rolls to his right. There's the pass over the top to it's dropped.
Yeah.
He passes it to the right side. T.J. Scott there to defend the play. That was intended for Grayson Maupin. You know, one of his weapons is out, injured over here. That's Harrison Carter. Unfortunately, he got hurt there in the early part of this second quarter on a tackle, actually. He went to tackle. There's Baker again on the carry. He's going to fall forward. I think he's going to have the first down as it looks like He's at about the 42-yard line. They're going to stop and look at this real quick.
I think he got it.
59.9 seconds left to go in the first half.
Well, just a tough competitor.
Not sure what they're doing here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
So they're putting 1:05 on the clock. It said 59.9 seconds, and the official motioned up to the press box to have them put 1:05 on the clock. And I thought they were stopping the clock for a measurement, and they're looking at it now to see. They're going to measure it. I thought that's what they were doing.
Yeah,
they signaled to put time on the clock. So officials timeout for a measurement. And the way, I don't know, it's going to be close.
Yeah.
I thought he had it. Yeah, me
I
too.
did too. Boy, we hit him right at the line of scrimmage. It's just how strong he is. Jaden Stovall's a strong individual, and hit him from the side, and he just always seems to fall forward.
And he's going to have the first down, it looks like.
Yeah.
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 So 1st and 10 for the Redskins. 1 minute, 5 seconds left to go here in the first half. They're leading 14-7. Need a defense right here just to make a stand.
Yeah. Boy, we need a turnover. We'd love to have a ball on the ground, pick it up. We need something positive to happen, but if nothing else, we need to keep them out of the end zone for a half.
Connor Baker, number 4, the quarterback, takes the snap. He's going to roll to his right and look to pass it down the field, and he has a receiver, but I think he's out of bounds.
I thought he was out.
Oh, they're saying that he was in.
There's no way.
It looked like he was in the air when he landed out of bounds. I'd like to see a replay of that one.
I feel like he let the coaches make that call for him because they were all signaling.
So 56.6 seconds left to go in the first half. There's a snap to Baker. Again, rolls right. He's going to pass it over the top to the middle of the field. There's a lot of pushing going on back there between Austin Elrod and the receiver, number 3, Trip Risley.
Usually never a good idea to throw across your body back to the middle of the field like that. But we were there. It looks like the wide receiver pushed off a little bit, and there was a lot of hand fighting going on, but I credit the officials for it being back and forth and just giving it a no call.
Right. There's Baker. Oh, he's going to be brought
Trent
down
Kimbrough.
This time by Kimbrough. Kimbrough said, "Get back here, young man."
Yeah.
So we've got a timeout now. It should be the 3rd and final timeout for Pocahontas. It's showing 3 timeouts left for them up there, but now it's showing 2 timeouts left up there. But it should be the 3rd and final timeout for the Redskins. 44.2 seconds left.
That's the first time we've been able to get him for a tackle for a loss for Connor Baker, and really hadn't called Trent Kimbrough's name a lot, but he does have 5 tackles on the game. But Kobe Turner up to 10 tackles in this first half. So he's done a really good job. Marcus Slayton, Wyatt Lancaster, usual suspects there with 6 tackles each. They flashed a couple of times with some big plays, and so but that was a big play for Trent Kimbrough.
So 44.2 seconds left to go in the first half. Pocahontas on top, 14-7. And they're looking at a 3rd down and 11 from the Rivercrest 30-yard line.
Man, it feels like this last minute 49 seconds has lasted at least 20 minutes. It's been crazy. And they are set and ready.
They have called their play.
Well, if we don't get in a position when they start that clock, they can get us out of position.
Here we go. There's a snap to Baker. He's throwing over to the right. He's completed the pass to number 3. That's Trip Risley, and he's going to be close to a first down. He's right at the marker, but 38.3. It's like another pass over here to Risley, and he's going to be tackled at about the 16-yard line. That's number 52, Tyshawn Love, on the stop. 24 seconds left to go. The officials are waving for the clock to stop. With 23.4 seconds left. Not sure what's going on down there right now.
Clock should have stopped after the first down.
So they're asking to put some time on there.
I know they did. The fans were complaining, but it really benefited Pocahontas.
There's Baker rolling to the right. He's looking to pass. He's got some pressure coming. There's a pass over the top. Oh, it was tipped by a receiver and then the defender before it finally fell into the end zone. That was that T.J. Scott back there that got a hand on it?
I think so.
I couldn't see. So 20.9 seconds left to go. Second down and 10. The ball is at the 15-yard line.
Well, this is plenty of time, especially when you have Connor Baker at quarterback. If you give him any space, he can cover that distance in a hurry.
He drops back.
They did a good job.
They're going to make him roll out. He's going to keep it, and he's going to have a corner over there, and he's going to take it down to about the 1-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds.
Wow, way too much.
12.1 seconds left to go, and we have an injured Colt over there. I'm not sure who that is, but he's grabbing his shoulder.
Jacavion Williams.
Somebody hit him pretty hard, and it might have been Jacavion. He's grabbing that shoulder.
Well, that's what you didn't want was a 14-yard run, get it down the 1-yard line with 12 seconds.
Timeout this time charged to Rivercrest. So they marked him at the 2-yard line, so it'll be first and goal from the 2 with 12.1 seconds left.
Well, we blitzed Marcus Slayton on that play, and the back saw it right at the last minute and hit him from the side and knocked him down. They did a good job picking up that blitz and gave Connor time to look over the field and realize that most of that left side was open, and, man, he covers it quick. Man.
So, again, 12.1 seconds left to go here in the first half. Pocahontas on top 14-7. First and go from the 2-yard line, or actually 1-yard line, I guess now.
Well, it's going to be it's a good football team. It's going to be hard to keep them out from the 1. We need somebody to break through that line, make a big play behind the line of scrimmage.
And if I'm not mistaken, both teams should be out of timeouts.
I think that's right, yeah. I just know this. You better hit Connor Baker early. If he gets going any downhill, he always seems to fall forward. Just a great player.
Here we go. There's a snap. Baker's going to keep it. Oh, and they're going to
good job.
They're going to keep him out. So might have lost a yard on the play. Yeah. And there's 5 seconds left to go, and they're trying to get back up to get a snap off. And there's 1-0. He gets the snap off, and he's going to keep it.
He got it off.
Oh, they're going to.
Oh. He's down.
He's down. He's short.
Yeah.
He is short at the 1-yard line. Great job by the defense as they held him out of the end zone.
Trent Kimbrough.
So excellent job there on the stand for the Rivercrest Colts. I thought when he got outside there a little bit, he was going to find it. But great goal line stand by that Rivercrest defense to keep
huge.
this within 1 score.
What a play. I didn't think they were going to be able to get it off. We did a good job of Wyatt Lancaster closed it down on that end, and Colton Ball cleaned up the first one. They were actually able to get the snap off, and I tell you, Trent Kimbrough, name we hadn't called often, but we've called recently in this drive, and just did a great job of wrestling Connor Baker down, and he probably was only about 6 inches short of the goal line. It was close.
So here at the half, it's 14-7, Pocahontas on top. we're going to take a break, and we'll be back in just a few to talk about some first-half stats with you. Again, we appreciate you checking us out on Rivercrest Athletics. Be sure and go and like our page, our YouTube page, and share that, and subscribe to it. And then we'll be back in just a few.
Sounds good.
All right. Hey, welcome back, everyone. We're 2 minutes and 45 seconds away from the teams coming back out, and they'll put 3 more minutes on the clock
Yeah.
for them to stretch and get ready to start this second half. Just want to give you an update. I'm going to share some conference scores with you, and then Danny's got some first half stats for us before we get this second half started. So another action around the conference. We have Highland is at Gosnell. Gosnell is leading that one 34-0.
Wow.
And it shows the second quarter. I'm sure it's at the half right now, but Blytheville is at Harrisburg. It's 38-0 there. Truman is at Westside. It's 21-0 there at the half. So none of those games resemble anything that's going on here at
No, not at all.
Here at Schoonover
right.
Field in Pocahontas.
Just
Here
share
we
with
have
your friends to tune in here.
if you want to see a good game right here at Pocahontas, it's 14-7 here at halftime, and it's been a just a struggle for these two teams. They're equally matched, and so far, we've had a fumble at the very beginning kickoff, and that set up a Pocahontas score to start the game.
Yeah.
And, I think if you're Coach Fleming and that Rivercrest Colts team, you have to be excited to only be down 1 score right here. They had the ball they're within the 1 yard line there from scoring and going up 14 points, and was able to stop them, goal line stand there to finish that first half.
I got to tell you, with when they had 1st and goal at the 1 with any seconds left, and Connor Baker in the backfield, as good as that offensive line has done for Pocahontas, I thought it's really going to be hard to keep them out of the end zone. And you had Wyatt Lancaster closed it down. He and Colton Ball made a great play on the ball. I still want to see the replay and see how they were able to get the next play off with about 1.2 seconds left.
Yeah.
And we hit him in the backfield, and he spun out of it, and Trent Kimbrough brought him down probably 6 inches short of the goal line. Or this game could be much worse off right now.
Right. Now, when Danny shares these first half stats with you, it's remarkable that we're only down 1 score.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we've only had they're compared. When you look at possessions, time of possession, it's incredible.
Well, they ran 42 plays in the first half to our 19 plays. We had 19 plays for 80 total yards, had 17 carries, 72 yards. Only threw 2 passes, completed 1 for 8 yards. Leading rusher right now, Kobe Turner, and he's had a hard time getting going. He's had 8 carries, 32 yards, but he did punch in our 1 score. Cavante Washington has 3 carries for 24 yards, made a good read down here and got an 18-yard carry. So it's just been tough. Pocahontas has done a good job of just making us earn everything. And Pocahontas we had 80 total yards on 19 plays. They've had 42 plays for 237 yards. They've run 28 times for 131 yards. Connor Baker has completed 9 of 14 passes for 106 yards. And he's carried the ball 21 times for 120 yards. Thank goodness his last 2 carries of the half went for 0 yards. We needed that. And a big loss in the first half for Pocahontas was 6'3", 190-pound senior Harrison Carter, who made a tackle on defense and came out holding his arm, and we saw him without his pads and shoulder wrapped up.
Yeah.
Trip Risley has done a good job, has 6 catches for 45 yards. Harrison Carter, before he got hurt, had 2 catches for 50 yards, so that was a big loss.
That changes your game plan up quite a bit on offense when he's not in there.
It's different when you can throw it up to a 6'3" guy that can go get it as compared to a 5'11" guy who's trying to throw deep towards the end of the half. Credit them. I'll tell you, they on the punt, they had a block in the back, and they put him back at the 22-yard line with 1:49, and within a minute 40, they drove all the way down to the 1-yard line, and it was just a remarkable defensive stand to keep this a 1-score game. But as Coach Dye said earlier, opening kickoff, we fumbled the pop kick, gave them a short field from the 37-yard line in, and they won the toss and deferred, so they'll be getting the ball as we start the second half.
That's right. Danny, I don't know if you got you have your binoculars there. If you look across the way, I'm curious to see if Jacavion is out here. He came out of the game late there in the second half.
Yeah.
Looked like he might have injured his shoulder there on a hard tackle to take Baker out at the 1-yard line. And so I'm hoping he was okay and was able to come out here in the second half.
I'm hoping so. I'm not seeing him right offhand, but
we were hoping it might just been a stinger, and he would be good to go.
Oh, yeah, he's out there on the kickoff. So.
Okay, well, good deal. That's a good sign.
That's good.
So he's wearing number 4, so he's out there ready to go.
Yeah, that's good to see.
We're glad to have that. So here we go, a fresh 12 on the clock, 14-7, Pocahontas on top, and they're going to receive this kick from Michael Rayner. Ball is going to be taken at about the 31 by number 33. That's Grayson Maupin.
Yeah.
Actually, that's number 32, Zane Hibbard. And he takes it out to about the 39-yard line. That's where Pocahontas will begin their first possession of this third quarter. So that Rivercrest defense, who came up big there at the end of that first half, is back on the field. And Mr. Connor Baker, the quarterback, number 4 for Pocahontas, takes the first snap. He's going to take it and run right up the middle, cut back to the right, and pick up a first down for a gain of about 11 on the first play from scrimmage.
Boy, and Jaden Stovall wrapped up around his legs, and he dragged Jaden Stovall about 6 yards. It's just remarkable.
How strong he is.
Yeah, just strong.
So 1st and 10 at midfield for the Redskins.
That's what's disheartening playing somebody like Connor Baker's. You're in position to make the play, and you're there, and he still gets 11 out of it.
And it looks like they're slowing the game down a little bit.
Yeah.
They're taking their time now with this 7-point lead. They're going to try to eat as much of this clock as possible. There's a snap. He's going to keep it. He faked a little shovel pass out there, and he's found a seam on this right side, and he's going to take it out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. That was a great play there by, again, this senior quarterback.
It really ends up being like a counter play. Get everybody going one way and bring it back the other.
And, again, they're taking their time here as the play clock's at 20, and they're still looking over to the sideline to get the next play. They're going to let this thing run down.
With as much as we've been on the field on defense, our guys probably don't mind it slowing down a little. But
here's the clock stopped because he went out of bounds there. So
yeah,
there's a handoff up the middle. I believe that's number 5, Reagan Womack.
It's like Colton Ball and Marcus Slayton bringing him down.
So he takes the ball to the 31-yard line, gain of about 3 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
Well, I'm almost thinking, I know you might give some guys some other yards, but on anything where there might be a read, I'm just tackling Connor Baker. I'm making somebody else outrun that defense.
There's Baker there. The run up the middle. It's tripped up there by
Marcus
Slayton. So gain of about 4 on that play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3. I tell you, Danny, this officiating crew we have, I think they've done a great job in this. This is probably the game of the week.
Yeah.
In this area, and so far, I thought they've called a great game. Let's see.
They really called it clean. The penalties they have called, I thought, were pretty obvious to everybody.
Baker again. He's going to be met there. He's going to be dropped short, it looks like. Going to be just a little bit short of the first down. Ball's going to be spotted at the 25-yard line. He's about a yard short.
Boy, Wyatt Lancaster held him up, and Marcus Slayton slammed him down. But we need him to do it again right here.
So 9:30 and counting here in the third quarter. Colts down 14-7. And Pocahontas looking at a 4th and 1. Rivercrest was able to hold them on a 1 yard, and this time they're going to give up the first down as Baker surges forward. Kobe Turner.
Wow.
Kobe was a little slow getting up after making that tackle.
Well, he's got 12 tackles tonight. Most of those have probably been against Connor Baker. I might be a little slow getting up, too.
First and 10 for the Redskins. There's that kind of a fake to the shovel pass there, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds this time by Jaden Stovall. Great job there by Stovall. Looks like he picked up 1 yard. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. Clock stops at 8:54.
Well, when you got a talent like that in the backfield, it's just hard to keep him from getting 10 yards.
And again, Baker's he's squatting down there, catching his breath, waiting on the next play. 6 on the play clock. He takes the snap, rolls to his left. He's going to roll out. He's being pursued. There's Nolan Williams out there, and great
Wyatt
job.
Lancaster.
Great job by Lancaster and the sophomore Nolan Williams to force him to throw that ball away.
Well, they did a good job of staying out there and not just coming upfield and giving him a space to run, too.
And you can see the wear on Mr. Baker right now. He's got his hands on his hips, and he's had the ball a lot tonight.
Yeah.
And right now he's tired.
Wasn't much on that pass right there.
He's facing a 3rd and 9 right here. Let's see what happens on this play. He immediately throws the ball out to the right. There's a lot of traffic out there, and a great hit there by Kobe Turner.
Wow.
Kobe Turner again with another tackle. That's what, 13 or 14 tackles?
Yeah, 13 tackles. He's been a little bit of everywhere.
And that's going to bring up a 4th and long here, 4th and about probably 6 on the play.
Kind of in a no man's land here. You'll definitely go for it.
8:20 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Need a stop here by this Rivercrest defense.
We really had a hard time getting them off the field on 3rd and 4th down. They've done a good job of converting those, and got to make sure you play to the inside of those receivers and not give them any free releases.
3 receivers left over there. He's going
to too much space.
Tuck it and run. He's going to be stopped short of the first down. So at the 15-yard line, the Colts will take over. And I tell you, Danny, you can see a difference in Connor Baker right here. This 3rd quarter right now, he's showing some signs of some heavy legs there.
And I think that's why you're seeing them slow the game down a little bit, is give him a chance to catch his breath and be more effective. Jaden Stovall making several plays on that drive, and Jaden Stovall and Trent Kimbrough with big stop right there.
So here we go. First possession for the Colts here in the 2nd half. There's a little pass to Stovall. He's going to be grabbed and pulled down in the backfield.
Nowhere to go.
By
Gonna be a loss of 3.
So Jack Privet, number 44, junior linebacker on that tackle. Loss of 3 on the play, bring up 2nd down and 13.
Yeah, back at the 12-yard line, you got to be careful in this area right here.
There's the snap to Washington. He passes it out to the right side. That's Kevin Morris, I believe, over there, the intended receiver.
Yeah.
And he was unable to come away with that, as number 5, Reagan Womack, was out there to defend. That's going to bring up 3rd and 13.
Unless he's just really open right there, I don't like when you have a speed advantage throwing it to the short side of the field. And really, I thought we threw it right to Womack, and he just didn't catch the ball for the interception.
Rayner in motion. Washington rolls out to the left. Oh, he's going to be tripped up. And
Connor Baker with the sack.
Dropped for a loss there. The ball is going to be spotted at about the 6-yard line.
Well, that's just finally got off the field and just went backwards the whole time.
So Wyatt Lancaster is going to be standing deep in his own end zone here to punt this ball out with 6:50 and counting here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and the last time he punted, the deep snap rolled back to Lancaster, so you don't need that to happen at the back of your end zone.
Connor Baker's standing at the 50-yard line waiting to receive. There's a high snap. He gets the punt off. It's going to hit at about the 34-yard line and bounce to about the 36 is where they, or 35 is where they will spot it. Well, they moved it back to 36. All right. So 6:29 left to go in the third quarter. No, they're moving it to 37 now. I like that even better.
Well, just keep moving it.
Yeah. Well, now they're moving it. No, they're switching balls. Okay.
Okay.
So 6:29 left to go here in the third quarter. 14-7, Pocahontas on top, and they have the football.
Well, you got to stop right there. It would have been a great time to put a drive together, and we just couldn't get anything going.
There's a handoff to Grayson Moppin, and he's going to spin around and take it to the 31-yard line where number 44, Nolan Williams, was in there, as well as number 71, Quinshun Perry. 5-yard gain to bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Redskins.
Well, we play, you'll play offensive line sometimes in high school football who are just big guys that lumber around a little bit. That's not what Pocahontas has. Pocahontas does a good job of moving people up front.
Baker's going to keep. Oh, he loses the ball. And let's see who comes away with it. It looks like.
I think he kept it.
Oh.
Yeah,
he kept it. So that's another sign there. You know, he's getting tired. It's time the ball was knocked out of his hands. And gain of about 1 on that play. It's going to bring up a big 3rd down. And looks like about 3.
Quinshun Perry with the forced fumble there.
5:15. Baker's going to keep it.
Oh, we ran right behind.
And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st down. That's going to bring up another 4th down for Pocahontas.
Always good when you can get Marcus Slayton to the ball.
I'll tell you what, I'd like to know how much Connor Baker runs every week, you know, as far as how many miles he runs in the game, because he carries the ball a lot.
He does.
He's going to carry this one as well.
And they need him to.
And the defense is going to – he's going to be close. He's going to have the 1st down as he falls to about the 25-yard line.
Thought we did a good job on defense. He just did a better job moving the ball.
So 4:24 and counting now here in the third quarter. 10 on the play clock as they finally get a play called in. There's 6, 5. They may have to call a timeout here. 3, 2. No, he gets it off. He's going to keep it. And he's going to be brought down by Marcus Slayton, number 3. Loss on the play. Loss of 1 on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 11.
Yeah. We talk about how Connor makes the first guy miss almost always. There's not many that get away from Marcus Slayton when he has a beat on you. So,
yeah.
And those are just 2 good high school football players battling it out.
There's a snap. This time the handoff to number 5. That's Reagan Womack, and he's going to fall forward for a short gain of about 3. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. Number 77, Tristan Turner checking in, and Quinshun Perry heading to the sidelines.
Good to see Tristan Turner back. He was out for the Valley View game, so good to have him back.
He lines up on this left side over here. We got some movement. It's going to be against Pocahontas, so that'll back them up 5.
Oh, I didn't see Rivercrest jump at all. I didn't see Rivercrest move. I think he just pointed the wrong way.
Oh, he pointed the wrong way. Yeah, he pointed toward Rivercrest, but it was a false start penalty. So that happens sometimes.
It does.
3 minutes here in the third quarter, and it's 3rd and 13. Baker drops back to pass. There's some pressure, and they bring him down for the sack. Great job of Jaden Stovall. Colton Ball was also there, as well as number 5, Wyatt Lancaster. So some great pressure there by the Colt defense. To pick up a sack on Connor Baker, and I'm telling you, he's starting to look more and more tired as this game goes on. You can see him just about every play. He's got his hands on his hips, and he's trying to get every breath he can. He's carried the ball a lot. He's going to drop back to pass. He rolls, and there's a ball straight up in there. This could be picked off, and it is dropped there in the end zone.
It's probably the best thing that could have happened.
Great job. Great job there by the Rivercrest defense to hold them on 4th down. Now Trent Kimbrough looks like he's cramping here at about the 45-yard line.
That defense has been out there a long time.
He's just waiting on somebody to come, looks like, to stretch him out.
Well, big sack by Jaden Stovall, 9-yard loss, put him into obvious passing down. They still had a guy running wide open down the left side, and he threw it to the inside receiver. Thankfully, we had 2 guys there. TJ Scott did a good job knocking the ball away, and Austin Elrod was there also. So good job by those guys. This is when you miss a Harrison Carter that you just throw it up to and let him go get it.
Right. He and Harrison Carter had two catches for 50-something yards there before he was injured. So 2:13 left to go here in the third quarter. So a couple of great stands by the defense. That's 3 in a row, actually, by the Rivercrest defense.
That's right.
To keep Pocahontas out of the end zone. And they're going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. 2:13 left to go in the third quarter. Pocahontas up 14-7 as the Rivercrest offense comes back out.
Really, the difference right now has been how good the Pocahontas defense has been. We haven't been able to get anything going offensively.
And it looks like Michael Rayner will be taking over at quarterback here on this possession.
Well,
Marcus Slayton back there.
We're not throwing it enough to make a difference, so you might as well get a guy in who's a good runner.
That's a different formation. That offensive line was spread out quite a bit there. And Rayner took the snap and traveled to the right side of that line and was able to pick up about 3 yards. A little different look. They go into it again here as well. Some big gaps in there.
Yeah, it looked like he had a little room. He still only got 3 yards, so.
There's a snap. Rayner's going to keep it, take it to the left side this time, and he's going to pick up another couple of yards, and that'll bring up 3rd down. It's like 3rd down and 5.
I know you're trying to create some running lanes for Michael Rayner, but, man, Pocahontas has done a good job just keeping him wrapped up.
Well, it gives their defense something else to think about, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
So big play here, 3rd down. He's going to hand it off to Kobe Turner, and he's going to be hit there, but he's able to get away. He makes a move, and now he's still on his feet, but he's finally brought down.
By Connor
There's
Baker.
going to be a flag at the end of that play. Looks like against the Colts.
Man, Connor Baker had a sack to end the last drive by the Colts, and Connor Baker was the one who wrapped up Kobe Turner back there. So
I'm not sure. It's number 5, Reagan Womack getting up. He's limping a little bit for Pocahontas. There was a hit at the end of that play.
Blocking the back.
It's going to be blocking the back, and they're going to decline that penalty. It's going to bring up 4th down and 8 for the Colts. And the Rivercrest offense still on the field. 53 seconds left to go here in this third quarter.
Well, it'd be hard for me to go for it here.
Michael Rayner's at quarterback. Man in motion.
Yeah.
And looks like they're going to There's 10 seconds now on the play clock. So we may call a timeout right here. We're going to have to call a timeout.
Yeah, got to call timeout.
Oh, there's a flag over here on this side of the field. Not sure. It may be against the Colts. They had a couple players coming onto the field after the ball. Yeah.
Jeez.
So false start against the Colts. That'll back them up 5 yards, and that'll bring the punting team out.
Yeah.
They had a couple players come on the field there before they were able to call the timeout, and this near side official saw that and threw the flag.
Our defense has done a good job with two stops in this half, but Pocahontas has done an even better job.
The high snap
with
2
3 and outs.
That punt went straight up in the air.
Wow.
And Rayner grabbed it. Probably should have let it bounce a little bit.
Yeah. With as high as it was snapped, Lancaster did a good job just getting it off.
Yeah.
Wow.
So 8.9 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Again, your score 14-7. Pocahontas with the lead, and they had the football.
And that turns out to be a 7-yard net punt. And a lot of that was just caused by just a high snap. So that's tough. They've lived on this side of the field for this second half.
They sure have. There's a handoff this time to number 33, Grayson Maupin, and he's going to be brought down by Marcus Slayton. And that'll be the last play of the third quarter after a 5-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 5 when we come back from the intermission here. 14-7 your score as we head into the fourth quarter. Pocahontas, the home team, on top.
Well, when only 80 yards of offense in the first half, and looks like we've managed minus 6 yards of offense in the second half. It's just not going to get it done. But unbelievably, it's a one-score game still. So it's a lot putting on the shoulders of the Colt defense to just keep them out there and keep expecting them to make plays. They need the offense to help them out a little bit, Coach.
Yeah, we could stand a good drive next time we touch the football. But right now, the home team has the football 2nd and 5 at the Rivercrest 36-yard line. So we have 12 minutes left in this one. Been a hard-fought game on both sides of the field. And there are going to be some sore young men when they wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
And hopefully there'll be some happy Rivercrest Colt players when they wake up in the morning.
That would be nice.
Connor Baker runs to the left. He's going to be tripped up there. I think that's Kobe Turner.
Yeah, he's been slow getting up the last few times.
And he has probably 15 tackles now, right?
Yeah, he's at 14, so yeah, he's up there.
So that's going to bring up third down and about 3. Or 3rd and 2 is what they're showing.
Yeah.
And this is definitely 2-down territory right here, I would think.
Had guys in the backfield and just tried to stick their arm out, and that's just not going to work against Baker.
So number 4, Connor Baker, is 5 on the play clock. He takes the snap. He's going to keep it. He starts to his right, cuts back to his left, and now he's on to the races, and he takes the ball into the end zone for a 33-yard Pocahontas touchdown.
Well, just what we talked about. 2 guys stuck their arm out to try to bring him down, and he just ran right through that. You can tell he's tired, but he was still fast enough to cover 33 yards.
Yeah, and players are going to play, man. He's a competitor. Right. He's a good ball player. So 11:09, Pocahontas strikes again. It's 20-7 with the point after attempt coming now from Marcus Streeper. He's 2 for 2 so far on the night. There's the snap, the hold, the kick, and he's going to be short on this one as short and to the right. So 20-7 remains the score with 11:09 left to go in this contest.
Boy, just a big play by Pocahontas. You got to give them the credit. Defense was in position. It's really all you can do as a coaching staff, put them in position to make a play. But once again, when you don't break down and you just stick your arm out, Connor Baker's he's gonna run through that every time.
All right. Let's see if we can run back one right here.
That'd be nice.
Be super nice.
Michael Rayner did have a 80-plus yard return in last year's game. Be good timing for it.
All right, here we go. Marcus Streeper, the kicker, set to kick off. Another high kick there. It's going to be caught at about the 41-yard line, 42-yard line is where it's going to be marked. So great field position here on the Rivercrest Colts' next possession. Let's see if we can march it down the field and take it into the end zone. We need a couple of scores here. We're down 13.
You really need something to happen pretty quick. Battle it out for that last score.
There's Cavante, quarterback, and here's the handoff to Kobe Turner, and he's still on his feet.
Wow.
He breaks a couple of tackles down to about the 42-yard line. Good hard run there by the junior, Kobe Turner.
It's the first time we've seen a little misdirection right there, and it caught the aggressive Pocahontas defense off guard a little bit.
Same backfield. Washington Turner back there. Man in motion. That's Jacavion. He's going to hand it off to Kobe Turner
block
again, and now he's going out to the left side. He's still on his feet. He's looking for some blockers, and he's going to pick up about 6 yards on that play as they kind of strung him out a little bit to the outside, and still able to pick up 6 on the play to bring up 2nd down and 4.
Well, I thought he was really going to have some room to run. They do a good job of fighting through blocks and coming up and making plays.
Great job by the receiver over there. He just put his hands up in the air to kind of avoid being called for a hold or anything like that. So another gain for Turner as he gets close to the first down. Well, he did get the first down. So they
I thought he did.
Moving the chains now. So 10:09 left to go in the game. The ball is going to be spotted at the 37-yard line. Clock running. We're at 10 minutes now in this one.
Good time to try a play action pass right here.
We got a timeout.
Success.
No. Well, he pointed at Rivercrest, but it's going to be a timeout Pocahontas. So 9:59 left to go in the game. Timeout taken by Pocahontas, their first timeout of the second half. They're up 20. It should be 20-7. They got 21 on the board.
That's right.
But he missed that extra point.
Yep. And for the first time in 4 games, I've actually been on top of the score on our live stream tonight. So it takes me a little while to get going.
So
it's 20-7.
It should be 20-7. It's 21 on the board, but he missed that last extra point.
Streeper's PAT was short and wide right on that last one. So I think Streeper, he's been so consistent this year. Their clock guy just said, it's going to be good.
I hope that doesn't come into play. That would be very controversial there.
Oh, yeah.
He just changed it back to 20, so there we go. There's a pass to a wide open player down there. Oh, nice. Oh, he dropped it.
Oh, wow.
That should have, I don't know. There was that Rayner? That was Rayner down there. And the defender got there right at the last second. He was open there. And just defender closed out right at the last second on that play. I thought Rayner was fixing to perform some more of his magic right
there.
there.
Yeah, good play call, good throw. Might have stayed up in the air a little bit long, but, man, you want to give your guy a chance to make a play on it, and usually Rayner comes down with those.
There's another pass attempt, and this time he catches the ball for the first down. He's going to be inside the 20-yard line down to about the 17, it looks like. Another first down. They're going to stop the clock momentarily, move the chains. Well, they actually started it back before they got the chains set. So
they did.
9:46.
They're keeping this game moving.
There's Stovall in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Kobe Turner. He's running up the middle there to the about the 9-yard line.
He actually took Connor Baker for a little bit of a ride right there, so it was good to reversal of roles right there.
We got officials timeout. Let's see what we got. We have an injured player down there. Rivercrest. That is number, is that 71?
Mm-hmm. Quinshon Perry.
Quinshon Perry needing to stretch out a little bit. So 9:24 and counting here in this final frame of this contest. 20-7, Pocahontas on top. Rivercrest knocking on the door here. There's a pass over to the left side, and it's complete.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a first down as the ball is going to be spotted inside the 5 at about the 3-yard line. It'll be first and goal, Rivercrest, with 9:07 left to go. They start the clock back again.
It's really the first time tonight we've seen any life in the passing game at all. And, hey, if you're going to get something started, get it to number 1.
I like our chances in the air right there. Under 9 now with 8:53 in counting. This time it's going to be a handoff up the middle. Touchdown,
yeah.
Colts. So the clock stops at 8:47, and another 6 points goes on the board for the Rivercrest Colts. Number 2, Kobe Turner with his second rushing touchdown. As he scores from about 3 yards out.
That's what we needed, Coach. We needed something good to happen quick.
And that'll bring on Mr. Marcus Slayton and the kicking team to try to cut this to a 6-point lead for Pocahontas.
Well, I feel like we're
There's a snap,
getting slow to the ball.
The kick, and it is good.
Man.
So 20-14 now. As the Colts get within 6 with 8:47 left to go in this ball game. That was a good little drive there by the Colts, and they'll look to try to get the ball back here before this is over. We have 3 timeouts remaining. Pocahontas has 2. And if we can make a big play here on this kickoff.
Yeah, covered 60 yards in 8 plays right there. That's really the only good drive that we've seen, Coach.
I like it.
Me
and
too.
Most of that was in the air, right?
It was. It was a good mix. We ran early, passed in the middle, and punched it in. I like when they're playing that far off of Michael Rayner. Just throw it out and let him work.
Yeah.
He hasn't gotten a ton of touches tonight, and I feel for us to be successful, his touches need to be up somewhere around that 15 range between running and throwing.
Speaking of Michael Rayner, he's getting ready to kick off for the Colts.
Yeah, why not? He does a little bit of everything.
That's a little squib kick, and it's going to be downed at about the looks like the 34-yard line, and that's where the Redskins will take over. So first and 10 for Pocahontas. And I'm sure they're going to be taking their time and try to eat some of this clock.
Yeah.
Again, Mr. Connor Baker, number 4, steps out on the field for Pocahontas. He's got 2 receivers out here to his left, 1 on the right. But I don't see them passing here anytime soon.
No.
I'm sure you're going to see a heavy dose of number 4 keeping the ball. And there it is, the first one to the left side. And he's got
room to run.
A lot of room over here, and he's got to turn the corner And he's going to be brought down at about, and he's going to get a horse
there.
collar at the end of that.
Wow.
As ball is going to be spotted at the 31-yard line, and then they're going to tack about 15 on the end of that.
Man. Well, that's not what you needed right after getting the scores, making it easy. I tell you, Connor Baker looked like he was a little bit rested on that run.
Yeah, he was. He sure was.
35-yard run. Ooh. That's going to get him way down here.
That's going to put the ball
about the 16-yard line.
16-yard line. So 1st and 10 at the 16 with 8:35 to go, and the clock just started back.
Well, right after we talked about him looking a little tired, his last 2 carries have covered 68 yards. So I think he's fine.
And there's number 33 on the carry, and that's Grayson Moppin. He's going to be dropped for a loss as Marcus Slayton. I believe that was Stovall as well back there. Jaden Stovall on the stop. So loss of about 4 on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 14. They can run this down to about 7.5 minutes if they want to.
Marcus Slayton now up to 14 tackles. And Jaden Stovall tonight is playing a lot more defense tonight than we've seen him play this year. He's got 10 tackles tonight himself, 2 for a loss and a sack.
Nice.
Turn that guy loose.
There's a snap. Handoff up the middle. I believe that's number 5. That's going to be Reagan Womack. That's their fullback or running back. And he may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 14. It's like 3rd down and 13 maybe. Quinshon Perry on
13.
the stop.
Looks like they're going to give him a yard. We've done a good job against everybody not named Baker tonight.
Snap. Baker's going to run to the left side where he's had some success here lately, and there's a missed tackle back there.
Man.
And looks like he's going to take it out of bounds to stop the clock at 7:01. We have an injured Colt over here. And that looks like, is that Kobe Turner?
Can't tell. Yeah.
It is, and he's slow getting up. He's on his feet and jogging off on his own. That's a good sign.
He may be exhausted. He does have 16 tackles tonight, and we've needed him. He's punched in both of our scores, and so the 2 guys we thought would be keys to the game with Kobe Turner and Connor Baker have lived up to the billing.
He's a tough kid. He'll be back out there probably before this is over. 7:01 left to go in this contest. 20-14. Pocahontas on top. They're looking at a 4th down. There's Baker rolling to his right. Now he's going to cut back and run to the left, and he's going to be in the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow.
I tell you what, that young man is crafty with the football.
He is.
That makes the score 26-14.
Wow.
Just too much Connor Baker in this one.
Yeah. 4th and 8, and he rolls to the right and then just makes the play, a counter play himself, and man, they did a great job of just sealing everybody off on this side.
You know, the defense has to move that way, and then, he just cuts it back and is able to pick up the yardage for the score, and they complete the pass to number 44, Jack Privet, for the 2-point conversion. That's going to make it a 14-point game at 28-14 with 6:54 left to go in this ball game. Blyville defeated Harrisburg 38-0 at Harrisburg in other conference action.
Well, I mean, I don't know what else you can say about Baker. Just a special player, and man, when you're paying that much attention to a guy running the ball, that 2-point conversion was easy. But yeah, like you said earlier, if you don't pursue hard, he just goes that way and makes the play. When you over pursue, especially with your backside people, man, you just leave it open. I saw him do that several times against Brooklyn, where he would just take off running, cut back, and there's nobody on that side of the field. So
right. There's a fair catch there by Kevin Morris, number 12. Happy birthday to Miss Braylon Creasy tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Saw it was her birthday today. Hope she's having a good day.
Yeah, we'll hope so.
1st and 10 for the Colts. And official, there's going to be a timeout charged to Pocahontas.
Feels like a weird timeout at 28-14 coming out of a score. Pop kick. It just feels like you should have known what you were doing at that point, but hey, I'm not coaching. Coach Beatty does a great job.
I'm sure that's more of a let them get some rest before they start trying to
that's probably right.
Catch up with these receivers here.
And Connor Baker is sitting down with his helmet off. He's taking any chance to just get off his feet.
Right.
Man, he's thrown the ball 16 times tonight. He's run the ball 5, 6, 7, 8. He's run the ball 37 times tonight.
Wow.
So
37 carries and 16 passes.
And really, we'd been stopping him for a lot of 2- and 4-yard gains, and then he had a 33-yard touchdown, 35-yard run, a 5-yard run, and a 15-yard touchdown. So he's kind of coming alive when Pocahontas needs him, and we need to come alive a little bit on offense and make a play right here.
So
that's not how we wanted to start it, putting the ball on the ground.
No. He was able to make a short gain out of that, but you really want to have a clean possession right there. It's going to bring up a 2nd down.
Looks like
this time the pass to the left. Nice catch there.
Job.
And he's going to have the 1st down. They give him the
well, that's a terrible spot.
That is a terrible spot. Yeah,
he was 2 yards past it when he caught the ball.
Right.
So I'm not sure what happened right there.
But it's still good for the 1st down. But
yeah.
These guys have done a good job. These officials have done a good job tonight.
They've done great.
This time Stovall's going to have it. He's got there's going to be a flag there.
Yeah.
Going to be a flag, and that's going to Stovall's still on his feet. And he fumbles the ball there at about the 23-yard line. But officials are motioning back here.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but apparently everybody else did, because I think every flag came out at that point.
Well, there may be 2 penalties on this play. There's one here about the 44-yard line. There's another one on the other side, about midfield there, on the 49-yard line.
And that guy said, "Let's use mine."
Yeah, so there's a holding against the offense.
That's going to be a spot penalty, so it's coming all the way back to the 34. That's going to bring up a 1st and 23.
1st and 23 from our own 34-yard line with 6:07 left to go in this contest. In a battle of 3-4A conference powerhouses. There's a snap. Cavante's going to keep it. Stumbled a little bit and fell forward. Kind of lost his balance there as he was trying to make a move. And he's going to pick up 2 or 3 yards on the play. They're going to bring up 2nd down and 19. Clock is rolling at 5:40. Again, the Colts have 3 timeouts remaining. Pocahontas has 1 timeout. There's a snap. Vontae's going to roll. He's passing it to Rayner, who's going to be met by number 5 as soon as he catches the ball. That's Reagan Womack.
Good play. So,
great job there by that defender. Womack's a junior linebacker for Pocahontas. That'll bring up a long 3rd down for the Colts.
Usually Michael Rayner can make that first guy miss, but he had to turn around and catch it with his back towards him, so definitely slowed up when he had to hold the ball. Well, nothing's felt easy tonight, and part of it's been just we've been a little inept, and a whole lot of it's been Pocahontas defense has been really good tonight. Delay a game. I don't know what we're doing right there. You know, somebody's got to keep an eye on the clock for you. You can't just give up 5 yards when you already need 19.
If you can get 19, surely you can get 24.
You would think. If we end up just short, those 5 yards would be big.
3rd and 24 for the Colts. Kevontae Washington drops back. A little pass over the middle to
they played it well.
Kobe Turner, and he breaks a tackle.
Wow.
He's going to have the 1st down,
wow.
And he's still on his feet as he goes down to about – there's a little extra activity at the end of that play there, and he's going to have the 1st down.
Wow. Coach, I'll tell you, when he caught that ball, I thought we got some space, and they had 3 guys waiting on him, and somehow he Houdini'd himself out of that
I don't know how he did.
That whole situation.
Like I said, if you can get 19, you can get 24.
Apparently.
So Washington rolls to his left. He's looking. He's going to keep it. He's staying on his feet. He has a blocker over there. See if we can get outside, but he's not able to as that was Connor Baker preventing him from turning the corner there.
Yeah.
The positive is he got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yes.
4:12 left to go in this one. We are in Pocahontas territory at the 32-yard line. 2nd down and about 7. There's a handoff to Marcus Slayton, and he's going to take the ball down to about the 26-yard line. And he'll have enough for a 1st down as they move the chains. They stop the clock at 4:06 and get ready to start it back up. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. There's a pass. There's a Rayner in the end zone, and he makes the catch.
Oh,
nice job there by Michael Rayner. There were 2 defenders, and he was in between both of them and was able to come down with that football.
Man, great concentration.
That is great concentration by Michael Rayner. With 3:55 left to go, he's able to put another 6 on the board for the Rivercrest Colts.
Wow.
And that's really where we love to see Michael Rayner at that wide receiver spot because he can make some catches now, make some big plays.
He's had a couple of opportunities where we tried to get it to him like that.
There's the snap, the hold, the kick, and once again, Marcus Slayton with the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21 with 3:55 left to go. The Colts have 3 timeouts remaining.
We had 2 similar plays like that before, and Pocahontas defense got there right at the last minute to knock it away, but not that time. Kevontae did a good job just dropping it in, and, man, what concentration by Michael Rayner. After having 1 catch for 8 yards in the first half, he has 5 catches in the second half, and we've needed all of them.
I guarantee you. All right. Let's hope for some magic right here on the kickoff.
Wow. Well, that's what you needed. You had to score quick for sure. Sure, this will be some sort of squib or onside or
whatever it is. I'm hoping it lands in our hands.
That would be great.
He bobbled it just for a second, but he was able to fall on it at the 40-yard line. So 3:54 left to go in this ball game. Pocahontas will take possession at the 39-yard line is where they mark it. So, again, we need another big play, a big stand here by this defense. See if we can get the ball back. We have three. Well, it's showing three timeouts, yeah. 3 timeouts left.
Well, you're going to make a play quick. Try to get a stop, get a turnover. Need something big to happen.
Connor Baker rolling to
Boy,
this
they
left
almost
side.
Tackled Wyatt Lancaster, and he still got up and made the play.
Lancaster was in on the tackle.
I credit Wyatt Lancaster right there. The guy on the outside actually just grabbed him and tackled him to the ground, and Wyatt Lancaster got up and still made the play. If you can make the play that quick on Connor Baker, you're doing
impressive.
Something good.
Right.
Yeah.
Austin Elrod was also there at the end of that just to make sure he was down. The clock's rolling, 3:20. There's 12 on the play clock. And Connor Baker steps back to his spot. He takes the snap, low snap. He's going to hand it off to Womack. And he's hit hard there,
man.
Dropped for no gain. And Rivercrest is going to call a timeout with 2:59 left to go in this contest. So Marcus Slayton with a big hit right there on Womack. Womack's a big back.
Yeah, and, 220 pounds.
And Marcus Slayton was able to level him out right there to a big stop. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 for Pocahontas. And they're in the spot right now. If they don't make any yardage here, you almost have to punt.
Yeah,
I mean,
you definitely can't give us a short field for a potential tie game.
Right. And they've only punted once, I think, tonight.
This is where we've had trouble getting off the field because either you pursue and come up and he just drops a pass right over the top, or like you saw earlier, you pursue, he cuts it back. Sometimes, I mean, it looks like you can do almost everything right as a defense, and Connor Baker can still make you look bad.
I think if I was a betting man, I would say Connor Baker is going to run the ball to this left side.
Man, that's what I'm doing.
And
you're right.
Right on cue.
And Wyatt Lancaster was held big time.
And a first down.
I mean, Wyatt was the first one that could have been there to make the play, and he was tackled. He was tackled to the ground. It's hard. It's hard to make a play when you can just tackle a guy. And we've talked about, they've done a great job. The officials done a great job tonight, but they definitely missed one right there.
So we have an injured Colt on the play at about the 43-yard line. We'll see if we can get a number here in just a second. Baker was able to pick up the first down there. The ball is going to be spotted at the 44-yard line of Rivercrest. 2:51 left to go in the game. Looks like the injured player is getting up. That's number 71. Quinshon Perry.
Yeah. So a pretty good game tonight. 5 tackles, quarterback hurry. So hopefully it won't be anything too bad. Maybe we'll be back in this game. If not, be back next week. So
we just need a big play right here. Fumble. Something.
We really were in position right there, Coach. I mean, they've done a good job, but in such a big play to miss what was just a absolute tackle on Wyatt Lancaster, that's tough.
There's Connor Baker rolling to the right this time. He sees some space on that right side. He turns the corner a little bit, and he's going to take it down to about the 35-yard line. And 2 minutes and 24 seconds and counting here as the clock continues to roll. The Colts have 2 timeouts remaining. And looking at a 2nd down and 1 for Pocahontas.
We've talked about guys looking tired on that time. Man, both of our linebackers were just almost in place. I just don't. They could barely get out of their stance. So
10 seconds on the play clock.
I think everybody's a little tired.
There's a snap, handoff to Womack up the middle, and he's going to lumber down to about the 27-yard line, 28-yard line. It'll be good for another first down for the Redskins.
Wow.
And I tell you what, the clock's going to run here, 1:48.
Yeah, the clock is not on our side.
Got the full 30 seconds now here on the 25 on the play clock. They're going to run this down as much as they can before they snap this one. Colts have 2 timeouts. Pocahontas has 1 timeout. Pocahontas on top 28-21 in this one. Play clock's at 5. There's the snap. There's a handoff to
they tackled
Womack.
They just held Trent Kimbrough. Trent Kimbrough was trying to get through, and they just grabbed his jersey from behind.
So number 5,
wow,
Reagan Womack picks up another first down.
Yeah.
And there's 1 minute left in this one. Looks like we're going to have a timeout charge to the Colts.
Offensive line for Pocahontas right now just kind of imposing their will. And the line, you can make them look real good with a guy like Connor Baker back there just making plays. And then he's got other guys when he's tired just to hand off to, a 220-pound back.
Oh, yeah.
So just when you're tired, they throw a 220-pound back at you.
So reset this one, 55.8 seconds left to go in the game. Pocahontas on top 28-21. They just picked up a first down. The ball is at the Rivercrest 15-yard line. And Rivercrest just used their second timeout of the second half. So it's not looking real good right now for the Colts. We just need something, need a miracle here with a fumble or something where we can get the ball back and try to score. How about a scoop and score out here?
Man, I would love it. I'm not sure why they don't just take it and kneel down on it at this point when you got a first down, 55 seconds. We don't have the timeouts to hold it up. I wouldn't take a chance, but hey, if they're going to do it, I would love for a fumble and scoop and score. That would be awesome.
There's Connor Baker.
Yeah.
He's going to keep it rolled.
Yeah, they got it.
There's the flag this time.
That's the third time on this drive we've seen that happen to Wyatt. Wyatt's like they finally caught one of those.
Kobe Turner, the tackle. So 50.5 seconds.
Yeah.
And there's a
Connor Baker up to 40 carries on the night. That's a workload.
That is
man.
It sure is.
He will sleep well tonight.
Not sure who this is over here. We got a player on that's Wyatt Lancaster. He's hurting a little bit getting up from that play. Clock's rolling, 23 seconds. 5 on the play clock. 2, 1, and Pocahontas calls their final timeout as the play clock was about to hit 0. So there's 16.6 seconds left to go in the game. 28-21, Pocahontas with the lead, and they just called their final timeout. Rivercrest has 1 timeout remaining, and looking at a 1st and 20 we come out of this timeout for Pocahontas.
I mean, anything could happen. You never know what's going to happen right here. But even if you do drop this game to a very good Pocahontas team, this is the first game of the conference slate. So nothing to hang your head on. Just keep working, keep getting better. There's going to be opportunities to win games and get into the playoffs. So we just need to keep getting better and make it happen. We've had some great defensive efforts tonight. Connor Baker's just been better. Yeah. and it's kneel down. That's going to do it.
Hold up. We got a timeout. Timeout, Rivercrest.
Oh, man.
6.9 seconds left. Their final timeout as Pocahontas was playing their victory song, and everybody was.
Well, I can say this: if you're not under center, kneeling on it, there's always a chance for a bad snap or something like that to happen. So,
as a Seahawks fan, I've seen stranger things happen.
That's right. I mean, you wouldn't think so, but you never know. Yeah.
And that'll be the final
That's
play.
That's going to do it.
So, I tell you what, these two teams fought their hearts out, and 28-21 is the final here at Pocahontas. Pocahontas will move to 3-1
3-1
on the season and 1-0 in conference.
Yeah.
Your Colts will fall to 1-3.
Yeah.
And 0-1 in conference play. Next week, the Colts will be at home for homecoming. They'll take on the Harrisburg Hornets, who were defeated tonight 38-0 by Blytheville. And so there'll be a week's worth of homecoming festivities starting on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And the big game on Friday, homecoming, with Harrisburg coming to Cortez Kennedy Field. All right, well, that'll do it from Pocahontas. Appreciate Bubba up top, and Danny. And, again, Todd, we're missing him. We're 0-3 now without Todd. We got to get him
I hate to
back
admit
in
it,
here.
but, we got to get him back.
So, again, your final 28-21. Pocahontas wins this one, and we'll see you back here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube page.
Rivercrest Athletics.
Share it on Facebook, and that way you'll be notified every time that we go live with the game. So, again, for Danny and Bubba, I'm Ronnie Dye, and we'll see